Now it should work. Cheaters, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Time to start one more live session. I hope that you see me. I hope that you see the screen. I hope that you see the chart, and I hope that you hear my voice. So, as always, what we do on this live sessions, we analyze different charts. I share with you my predictions. I share with you my forecasts. I share with you the signals, and we also have a discussion. So, as always, traders, remember that we have a live chat here on YouTube. Please feel free to join the discussion. Please feel free to ask questions. Please feel free to ask if something is not clear in my analysis. And traditionally, say hello in a live chat if you're here, say hello if you're watching, say hello if everything is working, and say hello if you are ready for one more trading education session. And by the way, quickly about my trading strategy for those who just joined. I am a pure technician. In my analysis, I rely on technicals. I apply the so-called top-down analysis, the strategy that is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. And analyzing the price action, the structures, the key levels, I am making predictions. And thinking about what to start our today's session with, I was thinking to start with swing trading. I was thinking about sharing with you a very peculiar swing trade. Traders, let me know what do you think about starting with swing trading. Let me know if swing traders here and watching this live session. And by the way, nice to see Ram right here, nice to see Lee, Malcolm right here, Steven, nice to see Hussaini here, nice to see Parsa, nice to see Big T, Charles here, Edit, Abdul Bazit probably, yeah, EB, nice to see you guys, nice to see you all, and thank you for joining the session. So, traders, let's check first the Aussie Swiss pair. Aussie Swiss pair looks like a very nice swing trade. So let me show you first how I identify the pairs for swing trading, and secondly, let me show you what exactly I'm looking for to make a prediction, what I'm looking for the inches, what am I looking for the confirmations. And by the way, also I was asked to add a watermark of the instrument that I watch, because it turned out that many members watching this live sessions from phones, and for them the ticker that I have on the top left corner is not really recognizable. So now the watermark with the ticker is here, so I hope traders it will help you to always stay focused and know what instrument I analyze. So when we execute the top-down analysis, and especially when we are looking for swing trades, we always start with higher time frames. We always start with the daily, and on a daily time frame, our task primarily is to get where the market is going. Our task is to identify the direction of the market. Our task is to get where the market goes. And with in swing trading, traders, your main task is to follow the trend. In swing trading, once you spotted the market trading in a bearish trend, your task is to sell the market after a pullback. And in a bullish trend, the same thing. Once you spotted the market trading in a bullish trend, you look for buying on pullbacks. So here, analyzing Aussie Swiss pair, analyzing the daily time frame, I guess we would agree that Aussie Swiss pair is definitely trading in a long-term bearish trend. The market is bearish. And then, analyzing the price action, we can spot that once the market reached that low, from that low, the market started a correctional movement, and the market was correcting. So when you are looking for a perfect swing trade, your task is to identify the safe zone, the area from where the next bearish wave will initiate, the area from where the next trend following movement will start. And you do that analyzing the key levels. You do that analyzing the structures. How do you analyze the structures? First, you check the price action and you look for the trend lines. In a trend, most of the time, the market perfectly respects the trend lines. So here we can spot that the lower highs are perfectly respecting that falling trend line. And from that trend line, we saw very nice bearish reactions in the past. And you can see that here, when the market reached that trend line, from that trend line, we saw strong bearish movement last week. Then looking left and analyzing the horizontal key levels, we also can spot that here we have a very important horizontal resistance. Yes, we have a very strong horizontal resistance right here, and also we have a very strong horizontal resistance right here. So here on USD Swiss, we can spot that the market reached a very important zone of confluence. The zone that was based and that is still based on that falling trend line and on this two resistances, right? So what we do right here, we unite all the structures in one single contracting area. And then zooming in the chart and watching how the market was correcting after it set a new lower low, here we can also spot that Aussie Swiss was correcting within the so-called bearish flag pattern, right? I guess you see that here the market was correcting, perfectly respecting the boundaries of that rising channel that we call the flag. And take a look what happened with the pair when the market approached our zone of supply. You can see that the market dropped. We formed quite a strong bearish candle, and you can see that with this candle the market closed below the support of the flag, giving us a very strong bearish signal. So just analyzing the daily time frame here in Aussie Swiss, we already see very solid bearish confirmations. However, I always say that you can spot much better entries analyzing lower time frames as well, because lower time frame analysis can provide more clues. Lower time frame analysis can give you some hidden confirmations that you cannot spot on a daily. So let's now open the 4-hour time frame and let's discuss what we can spot over there. Traders, I hope you follow. And by the way, if you follow, let me know if you want me to share with you the entry, stop, and target for this swing trade that we are discussing at the moment. Analyzing the 4-hour time frame, we can spot how the market was trading within the boundaries of that flag pattern. We can spot what exactly was happening when the market was trading within that. And what interests us the most, traders, is of course the reaction of the price to that zone of supply that we identified analyzing the daily time frame. Here, analyzing the price action, we can spot a very classic bearish pattern, traders. Here we have the so-called head and shoulders pattern. Do you see the pattern? Do you recognize the pattern right here? Here is the left shoulder of the pattern, here is the head, and here is the right shoulder of the pattern. And what is very surprising right here is the fact that the market violated here the support of the flag and also the neckline of that pattern. So that pattern we can treat, and that pattern we can treat on a retest. Where will be our entry right here? From where it will be safe for us to short the market? Always there are two options, traders. The first option is to trade aggressively. Once you spot the breakout, you just open the position. Yes, not caring about the current price levels. But there's also the option to trade on a retest. And I always trade on a retest, and I strongly believe that retest trading in a long-term perspective gives more profits. So here we will trade on a retest. And in order to trade the pair on a retest, we should know where exactly we should set our sell limit order. Of course, the broken support of the flag now turned into vertical resistance. And of course, the broken neckline of the head and shoulders pattern also turned into resistance. So the trend line and the broken neckline now compose the sell zone, the zone from where we should short Aussie Swiss. So shorting the market from that area where will be our stop loss for the trade, from where we will become wrong in our predictions. I guess the best stop loss will lie above the head of that head and shoulders pattern, above the current high. Yes, such a stop placement gives us a very high level of protection. And where will be our target for the trade? Where will be our goal? Because the market is trading in a bearish trend on a daily, we can anticipate a bearish continuation at least to current lows. So our target should be based on that horizontal structure. Yes, there should be our initial goal. So returning to the 4-hour time frame, our goal for the street will be that structure. So traders, that is the swing trade that I propose. Here is your entry, here is your stop loss, here is your target. And of course, you can modify that trade with your personal rules. So if you're more aggressive, for example, you can change your entry and you should short from the lower boundary of the sell zone that we spotted. If you are conservative like I am, then keep your entry right here. Yes, let's see whether the market manages to retest the broken structure or not. And that is the plan. Traders, let me know if everything is clear. Let me know if you are following. Let me know if you have any questions. And let me know what else to analyze for you. So, thinking about what else to discuss with you today, I have some important updates for oil, for WTI crude oil, some important updates for euro dollar, for dollar yen. So let me know which an instrument to analyze for you. Also, a couple of words. By the way, if intraday traders are here, we can also discuss the intraday trading setup because this one is the swing trade, and of course, swing trade has a quite substantial holding period. But if you're looking for the day trade, I also have some nice day trade to discuss with you. Just give me yes if you want me to share that with you. Now, I see questions about Aussie dollar here. Let's check this one because Aussie dollar is also in my list for today. So let's analyze this one together. Aussie dollar pair, by the way, traders, is very tricky. And analyzing Aussie dollar pair on a daily time frame, the fact is that the pair is bearish, and that we are trading in a bearish trend, right? And trading in a bearish trend, we can spot that recently in August we have violated that important structure support. That key structure was broken, and for trend following traders, that violation, of course, was very important, and of course, it increases the probabilities that globally the pair will remain bearish. Then, if we zoom in the chart and analyze the recent price action, we can spot that currently, after the breakout, Aussie dollar pair is consolidating. We can spot that Aussie dollar pair is currently trading within that horizontal trading range. Yes, and for now, locally, the market is trading in sideways. So first of all, because the trend is bearish, because the market is trading in a bearish trend, it is more than reasonable to look for shorting the pair. In order to short the pair, my advice to you is, of course, wait for a breakout of the support of the range. If the price violates the support of the range, if a daily candle closes below the support of the range, of course, it will trigger a trend following movement and the pair will go much lower. So that is the trend following scenario for you to follow. Then, also remember, traders, that once you spotted the market that is consolidating, once you spotted the market that is trading within the range, probabilities are always high that the market will keep consolidating, and that from the support of the range you will see the bullish movement to the resistance of the range, and from the resistance of the range you will see the bearish movement to the support of the range. So you can also benefit from consolidation trading. In order to trade that consolidation, of course, remember that if you want to buy the market here, if you want to buy the market from the support of the range, you will go against the global trend. So you must be very careful buying, and you should have a very decent and solid confirmation before you open your long position. What can be your confirmation? Let's open a 4-hour time frame and discuss what can be your solid confirmation. On the 4-hour time frame, analyzing the price action, we can spot that once the price dropped and reached our support, the market started to coil. And looking left and analyzing that candle right here, we can spot a very substantial rejection. By the rejection, I mean, traders, that you can see that we have a candle with a very long range and with a very long wick, signifying a strong bearish pressure from that level. With that in mind, we can look left and spot right here that intraday resistance. The intraday resistance that the market perfectly respected. So for now, traders, for you, that resistance is the trigger, because for now, sellers are selling from that resistance. For sellers, that resistance is the resort to sell the pair from. So if you're, by the way, trading the smart money concepts, you know that you should look for the sign of strength of the buyers before you buy. And your perfect sign of strength of the buyers, of course, will be a bullish breakout of that resistance. If the market breaks that resistance, if the 4-hour candle closes above that resistance, of course, it will signify that buying pressure is strong enough that buyers manage to violate that horizontal resistance. So my advice, will be to wait for the breakout of that yellow resistance, and then you can anticipate a bullish continuation at least to that structure and potentially to the resistance of the range. Yes, so these are the scenarios for you to follow. Yes, so please let me know what are your thoughts about Aussie dollar. Are you supporting the bullish scenario or are you on the bearish side? Let me know what are your thoughts. Ivan says, Vasily, what is your strategy when trading market execution of pending orders? I always trade with the pending orders because pending order give you very fixed, exact entry. Yes, so when you execute the market order, the market always moves. Yes, the market never stands, and with the market order, you won't get the exact entry, and that will most of the time go against you. Yes, so it most of the time will give the worse risk to reward for you. It sometimes because of this spread you would get very bad entry level. So my advice is to stick with the pending orders, especially if you are a newbie trader. Yeah, traders, I hope that everything is clear, and please ask questions if you have any. Now, let me share with you probably the update for WTI crude oil or euro dollar. Traders, let me know, what do you want me to analyze more, euro dollar or WTI crude oil? Because I have to share some thoughts about both. And now let's check briefly pound dollar. Pound dollar pair. Let's open the daily time frame and discuss the constitution pound dollar. And pound dollar, this one is quite, complicated, because what pisses me off here in pound dollar is that globally we are definitely bullish, but locally, traders, I guess you see that we are definitely bearish. And here it is very hard to say whether we are already trading in kind of where the sentiment is definitely very bearish, or is it still a correction and the market will soon bounce. Very hard to say from a current perspective. But the thing is that checking the daily time frame, we can spot that the price for now perfectly respects that falling trend line. And at the same time, here we also have that horizontal structure. Yes, we have a very important and strong horizontal structure support. So here I see some signs, traders, of a bearish accumulation. It feels like we have a bearish triangle right here that is now formed on a daily. And of course, traders, breakout, bearish violation of the support of the triangle may push the prices lower. Yeah, so if you're looking for a bearish confirmation, I would suggest waiting for a breakout of that horizontal support. That can give you a very nice bearish signal. Now, a couple of words about the intraday analysis. Let's check what we have here on the 4-hour. Here in the 4-hour time frame, let's just remove everything and concentrate on a pure price action. On the 4-hour time frame, I see the cup and handle pattern, traders. Do you see this one with me here? Here is the cup, right? And here goes the handle. Yeah, so the breakout of the neckline of the pattern, the 4-hour candle close above, can give you the local intraday bullish signal, and then you can anticipate a bullish movement to that resistance. So that is the trading setup for bullish trading setup for pound dollar traders. Now, WTI. You see more yes about WTI crude oil. So let's check. WTI crude oil is very, very important at the moment, traders. So let me show you what exactly happened here in WTI. And first, let's open the weekly. Weekly time frame here is very, very telling, because what happened on a weekly time frame, traders, is the fact that, as you can see, WTI crude oil for a quite long period of time, since November of last year, WTI crude oil was trading within that range. Yes, we were trading within that horizontal trading range, and the market was in a global consolidation. However, take a look what happened then. Here we can spot again a very perfect example of a huge cup and handle pattern. Traders, do you see this one? A very cute pattern here was formed. And it turned out that last week the market formed a huge high momentum bullish candle here on a weekly. You can see that the range of that candle is very wide and the body of the candle is very big, just telling us that buying pressure here was very strong. So we violated that horizontal resistance. We violated the neckline of a cup and handle pattern. And of course, the broken structure now turned into a very strong support. That is your buy zone at the moment. That is the area on focus. And from that area, you should look for buying the market, expecting a further bullish continuation. Then, where can be the next goal for the buyers? Analyzing the structure on the weekly, of course, our next key resistance is over here. So, your next long-term goal on WTI crude oil can be that horizontal resistance. Yes, that can be your next goal. Then, if we open it daily, on a daily time frame, we can spot one more very important structure. Analyzing the historical price action, we can spot a quite important resistance right here. And that resistance matches with 90 level. Yes, and 90 level is a very round number, right? It gonna be quite important psychological number. So I personally believe that first, the market will reach the 90 level. Yes, that area around 90. Probably then we're gonna see some pullback and only then the market will go higher. Yes, so I would expect a price action like that. Then if we zoom in the chart, and let me just remove these arrows to make the chart clean for you. So if we zoom in the chart and analyze the price action since July, we can spot here one more very important clue. Take a look. Here was our bullish impulse. Here the market bounced rapidly, and here we formed a strong bullish impulse. Then we reached our resistance, and from our resistance we saw the retracement. And by the way, on one of the previous live streams, we perfectly predicted this bearish movement, if you remember. And then the market completed the retracement and bounced. And if we take that bullish impulse, traders, if we copy that and project it from the completion point of the impulse, you can see that here we have the harmonic ABCD pattern. And even though the market not reached the completion point of the pattern, we can already see that the market became quite exhausted, traders. I guess you feel that. You can see that we were growing rapidly and then we started to slow down. We formed that rejection candle right here. So it feels like, traders, that we're gonna see some correctional movement on WTI crude oil soon. It feels like the market may drop to that support because the market is already quite exhausted. So be prepared for a bearish movement now. Look for buying from that area and expect a bullish movement to that structure then. That is my analysis for WTI crude oil. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Briefly, let's also check the hourly time frame if we have something important here on an hourly time frame. Probably we have, yeah. Yes, traders. Do you see the channel right here? Probably, by the way, do we see the channel on a 4-hour? We can even spot that channel on a 4-hour. So monitor the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we have the rising parallel channel here on WTI crude oil. And of course, the breakout of the support of the channel, the 4-hour candle close below its support, can give you the strong intraday bearish signal that will push the prices lower. Yeah, so that can be your strong bearish confirmation. Yeah. Now, what is next? Then I guess we will analyze euro dollar. By the way, I also promised you to share with you the day trade, right? It was in New Zealand. Now let's briefly check this one, and let me show you what is spotted. So, trend following traders, if you watch, let me share with you a very peculiar intraday trading setup for Aussie New Zealand pair. If we open daily and analyze the price action on Aussie New Zealand on a daily, here, traders, we can spot that Aussie New Zealand pair perfectly respects that major rising trend line. Yes, and from that trend line, we see very strong bullish reactions. Then, what we can also spot is that the pair is now also consolidating, and the support of that horizontal range matches perfectly with that trend line. Yes, we have that trend line right here, and we have that horizontal support, and they match. Yes, giving us the confluence zone right here. Traders, by the way, do not forget to share your feedbacks. Do not forget to share your thoughts about the live stream. Let me know if you are enjoying the process. Let me know if you follow. And also do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have the free Telegram channel, Instagram, Facebook, TradingView page, Twitter. All the links are in the description below. So we have a very nice confluence zone right here based on the horizontal structure and the trend line. And of course, from here, we can look for buying. Of course, from here, we can buy the market expecting a bullish continuation to the resistance of the range, right? So our only task is to look for a confirmation. So let's check what is up here on the 4-hour first. What do we see on the 4-hour? Traders, on the 4-hour, we see the weakness. Why? Because you can see that the pair was falling steadily. You can see that we were falling. Yes, the market was falling. But take a look what happened when we reached our zone of confluence. Yes, when we reached our zone of confluence, we got multiple rejections right here. We got multiple strong rejections right here. We formed the doji candles there. Yeah, you can see that the market became very, 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 very weak. Yes, and for us, it is very important. And if we open an hourly, on an hourly time frame, we can identify the range, one more range. Take a look. Here is the resistance of the range, and here goes the support of the range. So the market is currently consolidating within that horizontal range. And that range we can buy. How? My advice is to wait for a breakout of the resistance of the range, let the hourly candle close above that, then after the breakout, buy the pair on a retest and expect a bullish movement to our resistance. So buying from here, your take profit will be right here, your stop loss below the lows. Not get risk to reward right here, by the way. But at the same time, the accuracy of that setup will be very high, I guess around 70%. So even the risk to reward is not that high because the range here is quite wide. Still, it can be a very nice trade. By the way, also remember that you can be more aggressive with that setup, and for example, just set your stop loss below the trend line. So I simply suggest you right here the safest stop loss. Yes, the stop loss that gives you the highest level of security, right? And by the way, thank you for sharing with me your feedbacks. I truly appreciate. I see also a question about Aussie dollar. So since the minor resistance you just draw a line with the 50 retracement zone, minor resistance matches with the 50 retracement zone. It depends from where do you mean that minor resistance or that minor resistance. If that minor resistance definitely it matches with the you die, my friend. Yes, definitely the 50% retracement is there. Now, euro dollar. I promised to check euro dollar here for you, so let's analyze this one. And by the way, if you ask me how am I doing with euro dollar, I completely screwed, and I bought euro dollar. I was the one who bought euro dollar from here. I bought here, and you see what happened then. So on euro dollar, I started my trading week with the loss on euro dollar. And it turned out that analyzing the price action on euro dollar, we got a very important bearish continuation right here. So euro dollar pair was trading within that rising parallel channel. I guess you see that here on a daily time frame, we have that rising parallel channel. And take a look what happened with that channel. You can see that yesterday the support of the channel was broken. You can see that the price violated the support of the channel. We closed below that, and of course, for us all, it is a very important bearish signal. Moreover, we have also violated that horizontal support, so that the broken trend line and the broken horizontal structure compose right here that expanding zone of supply. Yes, that is the zone, the area from where you can look for shorting now. And where is the next goal for these sellers? Where is our next support? Our next support on euro dollar is over here. Yes, that is the closest strong horizontal structure that I see. So I do believe that that support will be reached quite soon. Yes, and if you didn't short euro dollar, my advice is to look for shorting from that area. By the way, I guess you would also agree with me that the pair looks quite exhausted at the moment, so it may happen that the market will bounce to that blue zone, to that zone of supply. Now, cheaters, if gold cheaters are here, give me yes, and I will check gold for you. Yeah, just give me yes in the live chat, and I will analyze. And I also saw a question from Jason about dollar Swiss. Let's check. By the way, those who follow me on TradingView know that I shared very bullish forecast for dollar Swiss, exclusively for my TradingView followers, and the prediction went as planned. So what is up with dollar Swiss pair now? First of all, the pair violated a major falling trend line. That is the first thing to note. We get a major falling trend line right here that was broken. That is the first thing to note. Secondly, what we can also spot is that even though the market violated that trend line, we are still trading in a very strong bearish trend. Yes, the market is very bearish, and we are currently approaching a very important resistance. So I think from that resistance we may see a bearish reaction. From that resistance the market may easily drop. However, at the same time, no clues on lower time frames. Yes, here the 4-hour time frame is very bullish at the moment. It is still bullish, and who knows? Probably Probably everything depends on the PMI report, traders. Do not forget that we have the PMI report today in 6 hours. And of course, the PMI report can be a very important catalyst for dollar Swiss. So, because for now I don't see any clues on the lower time frames, I would suggest waiting for the PMI report first and then look how the price reacts to that resistance, because as I told you, the global trend is still bearish, so most likely from that we will drop. But as always, if I spot a decent continuation, I will definitely share with you the update. Now, finally, gold. Let's analyze gold. And traders, by the way, have you seen that prediction for gold? Have you seen the head and shoulders pattern that I shared with you yesterday and the neckline breakout? You can see how nicely that setup played out. But let's remove the drawings and concentrate on pure price action, because I guess many of you are wondering what is happening, why the market is falling, what is the reason. Let me explain. As you know, I am very bearish on gold, and for quite a while I was telling you constantly that gold is bearish. Be prepared for a bearish movement. The main reason why I was and still bearish is the fact that gold is trading in a bearish trend. Yes, we are trading in a bearish trend. Once we reach that high in May, yes, from that high bearish trend initiated, and you can see that we set lower lows and lower highs. With that in mind, we can also spot that trading in a bearish trend, the market perfectly respects that falling trend line. You can see here that we have a very important trend line from where we see strong bearish reactions. Then zooming in the chart and looking left at structure, we also can identify here that horizontal resistance. Very important horizontal structure. So the trend line here and the horizontal structure compose the contracting zone of supply, the area from where I was expecting bearish movement, the area that I was monitoring with my students a lot, the area that was so important for the market participants last week. Take a look at volumes, traders. Take a look at volumes. That even though the market formed this, just this doji, take a look at this substantial volume spike when the market was testing that supply zone with that doji. It simply signifies that so many orders were placed within that area, and that the money here was changing hands, and that big players were here and they were placing their orders. So no surprise that trading in a bearish trend, the market perfectly respected that zone of supply, and that from that zone of supply the bearish movement initiated. Then on the 4-hour time frame, we got a lot of bearish clues right here. Your first bearish clue right here was, of course, the double top pattern. Yes, here the price formed that double top pattern. That was your first bearish clue. After the formation of that double top pattern, the market also formed the head and shoulders pattern. Yes, you can see that the head and shoulders formation here was formed. Then also, traders, we got the channel right here. Yes, we got this rising portal channel. And take a look. So we got the breakout of the neckline of the pattern right here. We got the breakout of the support of the channel right here. We got so many bearish clues here on gold. So no surprise that the market dropped. Technicals here were very bearish. And traders, by the way, let me know in the live chat if you managed to catch this bearish movement, if you followed my prediction and caught this bearish movement. What we see on gold now is that the price reached that intraday support. You can see that we have this intraday support that the price reached. And you can see that from that support we saw a minor bullish reaction. So I do believe that a bearish violation, the 4-hour candle close below that support, will give you a strong bearish continuation, and that will push the prices lower. Your next intraday support will be over here. So if the price closes below that support, probabilities will be high that the market will drop lower, that the market will drop to that support. By the way, the thing is, traders, that if we return to a daily time frame, we can spot that we don't have the key daily supports right here. Our closest key daily support from a daily time frame perspective is only right here. So the market is bearish. We reached a strong zone of supply. I won't be surprised if gold drops all the way down to that support. It can happen, traders. So be prepared. Be prepared that bears will most likely keep dominating right here. By the way, scalpers, if you are here, give me yes, and I will analyze the minutes time frames for you as well. Just give me yes in a live chat. Then let's also check briefly the hourly time frame. What do we have on an hourly time frame? And yeah, let's make the chart clean. Or yeah, let's even open the naked chart. Yeah, scalpers here. So I guess we can even open the naked chart and analyze the naked chart. It will be easier for all of you to follow. So briefly, let's just bring back our 4-hour structure. Yes, here is our. By the way, the FOREX.com chart looks different. I don't like how the FOREX.com chart looks like. Yeah, this one looks better. Yeah, so this is our 4-hour support that we spotted. That is our 4-hour resistance right here. And here is our last 4-hour support. Yes, that is what we need potentially for scalping. Yeah. Now, hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, what can we spot here? On an hourly time frame, we can saw, by the way, how the market bounced from that support. What else can we identify right here? Let's try to draw the trend lines. Yes, we have probably the trend line here. Yeah, yes, definitely we have the trend line here. What else do we have? We have the trend line here. Yeah, quite solid one. What else do we have? Yeah, so traders, what I'm trying to do now, I'm just trying to spot the structures, because the price, the structures are like the magnet for the price. And spotting the solid structures, you can spot the points and the areas from where most likely the strong bullish or bearish reactions may initiate. So whether you are a scalper, the day trader, the swing trader, remember that structure analysis always goes first. Yes, or the trend analysis. Trend analysis and structure analysis. These two are the main elements of any strategy that is based on technical analysis. So here we can spot these two trend lines. Let's check if we have something else right here. Let's check if we have the trend line here. Not really. Yeah. So now let's open the 30 minutes. 30 minutes time frame. And scalpers, I guess for you, you could spot a very nice pullback trade here on 30 minutes time frame if you were patient and focused enough. Because on the 30 minutes time frame, take a look here in 30 minutes time frame, we got the falling wedge pattern. Right, take a look. We had the falling wedge pattern And within that falling wedge pattern, the market was approaching our 4-hour support. Yes, the support that we spotted on the 4-hour. The market was trading within the boundaries of that wedge, and then we formed doji candle here. Yeah, you can see that we dropped, we tested the lower boundary of our support, and you can see that here we formed the doji. After that, bullish reaction followed, and you can see that the price successfully violated the resistance of the wedge. After that, we got a breakout of the resistance of the wedge, and the price bounced. And you can see that the market perfectly respected that horizontal resistance right here. So that could be a very nice long trade for you. Then, by the way, if we open the 15 minutes or even 5 minutes time frame, yeah, on the 5 minutes time frame, by the way, within the boundaries of the wedge, take a look, we also got the inverted head and shoulders pattern. You can see that we formed that inverted head and shoulders pattern right here. We violated its neckline. Yeah, so we got a lot of technical bullish signals right here. So that is why it is so important to analyze the price action traders. So let's return to the 30 minutes time frame and study the market from the current perspective. So what we can spot now is that it feels like here is our trend line. Yes, have we touched our trend line? Yeah, we kind of. So thinking about the current situation, I think from the 30 minutes time frame perspective, we can see that that structure here is now broken. Yes, we can see that. By the way, that structure exactly. That structure is now broken. And that now it may have turned into the resistance from where we can look for scalp shorting. So let's check what is happening on lower time frames. Let's check the 5-minute time frame. No clues on 15 minutes. 5-minute time frame. Let's check. We have the trend line right here. Look, very interesting. So we have even the expanding wedge pattern right here, and the broken structure and the trend line compose right here the zone of supply, the sell zone. Yes, that zone you can apply for scalp short. Yes, that zone you can apply to catch the scalp shorting trade. Now, let's open the minute time frame and check if we have some important clues right here. For now, what we can spot right here is that on the minute time frame, we are kind of forming the bearish flag. Does it look like a bearish flag pattern, traders? What do you think? And that flag you may potentially apply as the confirmation. So you can let the market trade within the boundaries of that flag, and you may let the price approach that zone of supply. Once that zone of supply is reached, your bearish confirmation can be the breakout of the support of the flag. Once the price violates the support of the flag, once the candle closes below the support of the flag, you can easily anticipate a bearish movement to the current local low. Yes, that can be a very nice scalp shorting scenario for you. And alternatively, let's briefly return to the 15 minutes time frame and discuss it from the 15 minutes time frame perspective. By the way, not even from the 5 minutes time frame perspective, like that. So we spotted this expanding wedge pattern on the 5 minutes time frame. Remember, traders, that the bullish violation of the resistance of that expanding wedge pattern can give you the scalp long signal, and you can expect a bullish movement then. Yeah, so that is the alternative scenario for you to follow. But from the minute, by the way, on minute time frame, we are now breaking the support of the flag. Yes, I guess we will close now below the support of the flag. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so we close below. We close below, and that will increase the probabilities that this one will drop now to this lows. Yes, so that can be the scalping scenario for you. Now, traders, just give me yes if everything is clear, and let me know if you have questions. Let me know if my analysis makes sense to you. Yes, and yeah, so we analyzed on gold daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute time frame. So I hope my analysis will help, and I hope that will help you to treat gold better today and this week. Now, traders, questions. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what else to analyze for you. Then, I guess the next one will be Bitcoin. I saw questions about Bitcoin, so let's analyze Bitcoin and check the current situation quickly, because I guess everyone sees that Bitcoin is bearish nowadays, and what we can also spot analyzing the daily time frame is that we are already trading here, traders, in a bearish trend. That is the bearish trend right here. It is the minor bearish trend. And even though this global trend here is still bullish, that price action here is a very important warning for all bullish biased traders. And because we have this minor bearish trend right here, I'm highly convinced that Bitcoin will drop even lower, because from the daily time frame perspective, traders, our closest strong support is over here, and I strongly believe that that support will be reached. And then once that support will be reached, then important decision will be ahead. Yes, then important decision will be ahead, and of course, bearish breakout of that support will push the prices much lower. So for now, my plan is here to wait for the test of that yellow area, and then watch the price action, then look for the fundamentals, and then look for the clues. And of course, very depressing scenario. Now, dollar CAD pair is currently breaking a very important resistance. Traders, on dollar CAD pair, I have spotted with my students earlier that major horizontal resistance. Yes, we have a very solid and strong horizontal structure resistance that the market is currently approaching. And the thing is that the breakout of that resistance, yes, you can see that, by the way, at the moment we are testing the upper boundary of that resistance. The breakout, the bullish violation of that resistance, the daily candle close above that resistance, will give you a very strong bullish signal. And after that, a bullish continuation will follow to that resistance. Yes, so your bullish confirmation will be the breakout of the daily resistance. The daily candle close above that will confirm the initiation of the next bullish wave. Alternatively, by the way, remember that the PMI report is coming and everything may change. And for now, those who are bearish, those who are looking for a bearish confirmation, should monitor the 4-hour time frame, because on the 4-hour time frame, traders, I see this potential double top. Yeah, you can see that we formed the first top already, we retraced, and currently we are forming the second top. And you can see, traders, that the breakout of the neckline of that support, the violation of the neckline of that double top, will give you a very important sign of strength of the sellers. Because if we zoom in the chart and also monitor the candlesticks here, we can also identify the inside bar formation right here. You can see that currently the 4-hour candles are trading within the range of the so-called mother's bar. Yes, that is the mother's bar, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles already are trading within the range of the mother's bar. And of course, the breakout of the neckline of the double top will also confirm the violation of the range of the mother's bar. So that will give you a very strong bearish confirmation, and then a bearish movement will follow. And by the way, if the 4-hour candle closes above the range of the mother's bar, that will be a strong bullish signal. Yeah, so that will be your bullish confirmation. Then what will be the next one? Pound yen traders. Yes, let's check pound yen. I see a lot of questions about pound yen pairs, so let's analyze and discuss the current situation on the pair. Pound yen, very bullish, right? Trading in a bullish trend. And recently the price retraced and the market perfectly respected that horizontal support cluster from where, yeah, just recently we got a strong bullish reaction. So traders, because the trend is bullish, of course, I remain bullish biased, and for now I want the pair to reach that resistance. Yes, I believe that probabilities are relatively high that resistance will be reached and that the pair will most likely keep growing to that structure. However, if we check the 4-hour, on the 4-hour time frame, by the way, we just got the break of structure here in the 4-hour. You can see that here we got the minor resistance that was broken, now turned into support. Yes, so potentially, by the way, from here we can anticipate the bullish continuation. On an hourly time frame, if we open the hourly time frame, we can identify right here the expanding wedge pattern traders. Here we have a very cute and nice expanding wedge. Yes, and that expanding wedge you can apply as a confirmation, because the bullish breakout of the resistance of the wedge will be a strong bullish signal. Yes, if the hourly candle closes above the resistance of the wedge, we can anticipate a bullish continuation then, because the resistance of the wedge for now is the resort for the sellers to sell the market from. We saw strong rejections from that. We saw strong bearish reactions from that. So the bullish violation of that will indicate the sign of strength of the buyers and the highly probable bullish continuation. Yes, so that is my outlook, traders, for pound yen pair. I see a question from Elvis. Do you trade indices? Yes, in my watch list, I have the dollar index, I have US 30 index, I have US 100 and S&P 500. Yes, these are the indexes that I monitor and trade. But of course, my favorite is S&P and US 30. And currently, with my broker, the spreads are lower on US 30. So most of the time, if I see the highly closely correlated setups among the indexes, I simply trade the US 30 index. Then, Pound Swiss. Question from Victor about Pound Swiss. Traders, by the way, thank you so much for joining the discussion. Remember that you can join the live streams like that on a daily basis in my premium educational group. There I do the live streams every day from Monday to Friday. So if you want more education, do not forget to check my premium group. Check it on my website, vasilyjr.com. So on pound Swiss pair, opening a daily time frame, we can identify that first of all, pound Swiss pair is consolidating, that we are trading within the range. Then analyzing the price action within the range, let's discuss what can we spot right here. We have the trend line here. What do you think about? Yeah, what do you think about that trend line? Looks valid, right? And currently we see the test of that trend line. So the logic is that we recently got the test of the support. From the support we bounced, we reached that trend line, and from that trend line we saw the retracement. And now we are approaching that trend line again. So I think that bullish breakout of that trend line, daily candle close above, can give you a strong bullish confirmation. Yes, and it can push the prices higher. So as you remember, we already discussed that in the ranging market, probabilities are high that from the support of the range, we will see the bullish movement to the resistance of the range. And from the resistance of the range, we will see the bearish movement to the support of the range. So most likely bulls will manage to reach the resistance of the range. And the violation of that trend line, the daily candle close above that, will give you the bullish confirmation. Nice to see Anthony are here. Anthony, I hope that everything is fine with you. And Anthony, I hope that you are in a good mood, brother. Yeah, and what will be the next one? I will definitely check dollar Swiss and dollar cat. By the way, Anthony, I guess you just joined because dollar cat we already discussed. Yeah, on dollar cat, we discussed that resistance, we discussed that bullish breakout of that will be a strong bullish signal, while on the 4-hour we monitor that inside bar formation and the potential double top. So for now that is the main focus on the pair. And Anthony will also discussed the dollar Swiss already, so you can check the recording because in dollar Swiss we spotted the breakout of that trend line, we discussed that it was a strong bullish signal, and now we are approaching that key resistance. That is the main focus at the moment. So, dollar yen. Let me analyze dollar yen for you. Dollar yen, very important thing, traders. First of all, dollar yen is trading in a bullish trend. The pair is very bullish. And on dollar yen, we can spot that the pair successfully violated that range. Yes, we got that horizontal range right here that was broken with the bullish candle. And of course, because the trend is bullish, that violation right here is the important sign of strength of the buyers. And that violation will most likely trigger a further bullish continuation on the pair. So I am very bullish on dollar yen, and I do believe that the market will keep growing. So far, analyzing the historical key levels, I would say, traders, that our next strong resistance on dollar yen pair is that structure. Yes, do you see the resistance right here around 148.7 level? Yes, that is our next strong resistance, and I believe that that resistance will be reached quite soon. And of course, the broken resistance of the range now turned into a very important zone of demand. So that is the area that is on focus at the moment, and from that area exactly we will expect that bullish movement. Couple of words about the intraday timeframes analysis. No clues on the 4-hour, just some local sign of strength of the sellers. Probably the market is quite exhausted at the moment, so probably we're gonna see some correction right here. Also on an hourly time frame, we can spot that here we already formed the double top. Yeah, that increases the probabilities that the market is truly exhausted. So probably we're gonna see some deeper test of that broken structure. Yeah, so these are my thoughts. And by the way, once I spot a decent confirmation on dollar yen, I will definitely share with you the update. Smith, we already discussed euro dollar, so please check the recording. Yes, we spotted the breakout of a trend line, and we are expecting a bearish continuation to that support, and that blue area is the zone for us to sell the market from. Now, US 100. index, US 100 index, briefly about US 100. What we have on US 100 is a very tricky situation, traders, because on US 100 we have so many structures right here. Yeah, we have so many structures. The broken support right here. Yeah, this one looks complicated as hell. Here, here. We also have the. I remember we should have some trend line here as well, probably from here. Yeah, or even. I'm just trying to remember what I spotted here earlier. Probably. Yeah, man, this US 100 looks very complicated at the moment, and the last candles here make the analysis even more complicated because we just violated that key resistance. Yes, we got that resistance right here that was broken, and after the breakout we immediately tested that strong resistance. So from one side we have the broken resistance that turned into support, and from another we have that strong resistance, and they are lying so close to each other, man. So truly, this one looks very tricky. On the 4 hour we have some weird consolidation right here. So my advice, do not treat this one at the moment. Let it settle and let the price action here become more predictable, because from such a perspective, the index looks very strange. I guess you would agree with me. Then, what will be the next one? Traders, let me know what else to analyze for you. I see a question from Trends about EURUSD. EURUSD pair. On EURUSD pair, first of all, bearish trend. Yes, bearish trend. And in a bearish trend, I see the classic example again of the bearish accumulation. You can see that here we set the equal lows, and at the same time, you can see we cannot really draw the correct trend line. Yeah, like that. Yeah, we have, traders, the bearish triangle right here. Yes, we are trading within this bearish triangle, and because the market is bearish, because we are trading in a bearish trend, the breakout of that support, breakout of the neckline of that bearish triangle will be a very strong bearish signal for you, and it will push the prices lower. So if you're looking for the trend following movement, so far that is the best scenario to follow. Alternatively, we can also spot that currently we got the test of that support. We have over, sorry, what else do we have over here? Take a look, traders. We have right here the falling channel. Yeah, we have a very cute falling channel right here. And take a look what happened with the pair. Exactly. We reached our support. We were rejected heavily. And after that rejection, you can see that bulls managed to violate the resistance of the channel. And I guess, again, for the smart money concept traders, it is the important sign of strength of the buyers. So it makes me think that EURUSD pair may easily keep growing and the pair may go higher. Yes, it looks like locally buyers will dominate. Lee Sheikhi says, Vasily, how big do you generally have your stop losses on US and European indices? So, Lee, I always treat and execute the orders on a 4 hour and hourly time frames. And I don't know, it's very hard to answer the question, but just imagine that, for example, I decided to treat that range. Yes, and I decided to, for example, just for the sake of the example, and if I decided to sell the breakout of the resistance of the range, for example, my stop loss will be structure based. Yes, and then the lot size will be calculated so that I risk like 1% of the trading account. Yes, so the logic is very simple, and I cannot see that these stop losses are high. For some traders, of course, they are high, but from my perspective, they are completely normal. Yeah, Then, what will be the next one? And by the way, hello to all the members who just joined. Nice to see you all, and I hope that you enjoy our ambience right here. Yeah, I hope everything is fine with you. Rick says dollar yen reached 180, 148.45. Let's check what is that level exactly. 148, 148.45. Yes, 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 yes. I think so. I think so, brother. I think that that will be most likely the goal for the buyers. Now, euro yen, euro yen, euro yen. Here, question from Simon about, or Simon, curious. How I was living in many countries, and I was always wondering whether it is Simon or Simon. It depends on the country. And if native English speakers are here, let me know what is the correct way. Is it Simon or Simon? Because the people sometimes feel angry when I pronounce their names incorrectly. But man, it is so hard. It is so hard, so hard. Even even we have so I was born in Russia, and in Russia we have so weird names, and even the Russian names sometimes are very hard to pronounce. So you can imagine how hard it is for me to pronounce the names of other nationalities and in countries. Anyway, Euro yen, bullish trend, yes. The market is trading in a bullish trend, and the price here perfectly respected that trend line. Yes, that trend line I was monitoring, and monitoring the reaction of the price to that trend line. Traders, I spotted at that moment a lot of bearish confirmations there. First of all, it was the double top pattern right here. Also, it was the breakout of the support of that wedge pattern. So there were a lot of bearish clues, and you could easily predict the bearish move from the trend line on euro yen here. From such a perspective, what we can spot is that on euro yen pair we also have the support. We have a very strong support right here, and from that support, we saw a strong bullish reaction. So from such a perspective, of course, I do believe that the market will keep growing from that support. Yes, trend is always our friend, so I would suggest stick to the trend. Moreover, here on the daily, we already formed a bullish engulfing candle. Yes, engulfing the previous bearish candle, so that is a strong bullish confirmation for us here on a 4-hour time frame. We also formed quite weird but still valid inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yes, here was the left shoulder, here is the head, here goes the right shoulder. So we have a very bullish setup right here, traders. So I think the pair will most likely keep growing, and the pair looks very bullish to me. So Simon is correct one. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Mundia. Thanks for your comment. Uh then Bia says gold. Bia, we analyzed gold. I shared very detailed analysis, so please check the recording. We checked any time frame possible on gold. Now use the ZAR. Let's analyze ZAR. Question from Imeka. So what can we spot right here? We can spot right here that the market is currently testing a very solid resistance. Yes, we have a very solid horizontal resistance that the market is approaching right now. And it looks like we are preparing for kind of global bullish reversal right here. And we formed right here quite huge inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, so the thing is, traders, I do believe that bullish breakout of that resistance, the daily candle close above that resistance, will push the prices higher, and bullish violation of that resistance, yes, will initiate a bullish movement to that resistance. So that is, yeah, and most likely it's gonna break this spot. It feels like bulls are dominating right here. So be prepared for bullish breakout and further bullish continuation. And Chimuga says, Vasily, I love your setup. I'm expecting to see gold retest that daily trend line before final drop. It may happen. It may happen, Chimuga. The market maker may manipulate the market any possible way. So of course, it may happen, and the trend line there on gold can then give you one more nice spot to sell the market from. Yeah, so that is what I see. And HT says, your dollar, my friend, your dollar already analyzed. Please check the recording. So, traders, I hope that you enjoyed today's live session. Yes, I guess that was wonderful. We analyzed so many pairs and instruments together. Yes, spotted a lot of patterns, spotted many structures, spotted many levels. So I hope that you enjoyed. And as always, traders, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have Twitter, TradingView, Telegram channel, Instagram. All the links are in the description below. Also, do not forget to check my premium services. I have the premium course for you, the premium group, where I teach my trading strategy, and I have the signals group. Check the links in the description below or visit my website, vasilytrader.com. Thank you so much. The recording of the live stream will be provided just in a couple of minutes. Do not forget to like this live stream, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining.